All right, I want to talk about Google Maps a little bit because I think almost everybody uses Google Maps or some version equivalent, to navigate, to get around nowadays, at least a huge percentage of the population. And I think Google Maps can be a lot better. One of the main things that I notice when I use it is when my directions get updated, there's obviously an algorithm that's used to calculate your most efficient, your quickest, your shortest distance, however you have the app set up. There's an algorithm that determines from wherever your location is to your destination what the best route possible is, and then it spits you that route and even spits you maybe different options for different routes, and depending on maybe how many miles you want to drive, the estimated time, traffic, different things, you can select one of those routes. When it gives you the best possible route, taking your current location and your destination's point, I think that there's a huge limited feasibility factor. A lot of times I get directions.
North on exit 10
shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. Let me just fucking talk.
This route avoids road closures on I Street
shut the fuck up,
Northwest.
please.
You are on the fastest route. You will arrive at 4:14 p.m.
Awesome. Okay. So basically,
use the left lane to merge
please shut the fuck up.
Northwest, then turn left onto
You want to be obnoxious right now because I'm trying to make you better? Okay. So basically, there needs to be a feasibility factor calculated into the algorithm. I don't need directions that tell me to turn around 180 degrees when I'm on a 3-lane fucking highway and it's not even feasible. And then it has to recalculate to the next set of directions. And then odds are, because there's no feasibility factor incorporated already, you're giving me directions that require me to maybe turn within a second, within 2 seconds. And there's just no level of human feasibility to the directions that are given. And then maybe the third or fourth set, if there's a high level of traffic, if it's multi-lane highway, maybe by the third, fourth set of directions that you give me, I then have a feasible set of directions. But to eliminate just me getting directions that require some crazy driving move that is just unfeasible, just have a feasibility factor calculating directions. Understand the direction that I'm going in with my vehicle, the direction I've been headed in, and then also, where I can go within a matter of seconds, how much traffic there is. If you can calculate the amount of traffic in the app, then you can calculate a level of feasibility based off that traffic.
Turn
if
left
there's
onto Massachusetts
a billion
Avenue
cars
Northwest.
around me in a high, rush hour situation, then there should be an accounted level of feasibility that says maybe making this turn is a little more difficult now with more cars on the road versus less. There needs to be a greater level of accurate human feasibility calculated into the algorithm, and it would make the algorithm in Google Maps it's probably the same with other navigation apps where Google Maps is probably the most popular. So if I notice this with Google Maps, no dude, I don't want to buy your newspaper. It's 2021. So basically, if Google Maps is the most popular and I'm noticing these issues with that platform, that app, then this issue probably exists with all of them. Calculate a higher level of feasibility factored in based on traffic, based on the direction you're going in, based on, it would be highly interactive, not interactive, highly iterative. You would have to know basically if the person was to choose that route, there would have to be some feasibility number calculated. And then, I don't know. You just base it on an average of 5 for an average driver because everyone drives at a different skill level. But, whatever. There needs to be some level of feasibility calculated into these navigational tools, and it would make them so much better. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. I was on a rant. You had a little road rage. And I just got it in my system. I want these apps to be better. I'm just trying to make them better. I hope you watch this, listen to it, think about it. It makes sense to you if you think about it a little bit, because I spent a lot of the time thinking about it.
Turn left onto H Street
dealing
Northwest,
with
then
these
use
issues,
the middle lane to turn left.
Firsthand in my personal experience. So just trying to make these things better for everybody, including myself.
Head north on 2nd Street Northwest toward New Jersey Avenue Northwest.
Everything will get better.
Turn left onto New Jersey Avenue Northwest, then turn left onto K Street Northwest.
Thanks for giving me these directions now, but all right. Have a good one. Thank you.